Hello and welcome. This video is the raw footage from my Twitch streams. I decided to make these available to anyone who wants to go back and watch the games from the beginning. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Sundays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Twitch at the link in the description. Thank you and enjoy.
Hello, everyone. It is Sunday night, and it is, as usual, raining where I am. I want to welcome you all. I am Storm's Melody. Tonight we are playing Genshin Impact, and on that note, happy Lantern Rite, everyone, because it is now Lantern Rite in Genshin Impact. And that is actually what we're going to be playing today. This account is far enough along that we've got Liyue taking care of, and actually most of Inazuma. So we can join in Lantern Rite. There will be a few characters that some of you haven't seen yet, but overall, you'll know most of the people we're going to meet. And I've already played through portions of it, and it's really cool this year. Not to mention the lanterns are, as always, spectacular. Um, Not much has happened to us this week. Oh, you will notice my sound is better. It turns out that Microsoft, in its last update, was helpful and updated a setting inside my computer. I have since disabled the setting and taken care of the problem. So, sound is back, sounding like it should. I do apologize that it took me about a week to figure out what was going on. But yeah. Yeah, the sound should be much better. Microsoft, in its latest update, actually turned on a microphone that I did not know existed in my system. Um, and so you were actually hearing system noises because it was sitting next to the system. It's fixed. Gotta love Microsoft. It's a legal worm, a legal virus on your computer. If it wasn't for the fact that I needed Microsoft or Apple to run most of the software I run to do the stream, I would be running a Mint box. I actually like working in Linux. It's more complicated in some ways, but makes me feel fortunate for missing the last stream. You honestly didn't miss much. We did 1.5 levels of Polybridge. It didn't go well. Um, so yeah. But it's a good thing you're here for this stream. Like I said, we're going into Genshin Impact and it's Lantern Rite. So I'm not sure anybody could have helped with that Polybridge. You can go watch it on YouTube. I'll have it up in the next couple of days. You can see how bad it was. It was pretty bad. Alright, let's get into this, because it's Lantern Rite and it's going to take all the time in the world. And I'm not even sure it's completely and wholly opened. I think the rest of it will be opened up on Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, you guys are going to want to be on as soon as you can on Wednesday morning, and I will make this announcement again at the evening. I'm going to be showing you guys my old account, the one that I've been playing for 5 years, because I have 21 draws and just under 14,000 Primogems saved up to try and draw Neuvillette, which is one of the characters y'all haven't met yet, but it's drawing on a banner and it should be pretty awesome. And I should have enough Primogems and pulls saved up on that account to, even if I go to Hard Pity, pull Neuvillette. I should. For those of you who have not met him yet, when you meet him, Neuvillette is awesome. On this account, I'm gonna probably pull for Zabai, just because it will be easier to get level up materials for her. Should you come in with a character for luck? I mean, you've got Farina, right? Maybe she can call him home. That would be nice. I really want Neuvillette on my other account, just because I really need a decent Hydro 5-star to go with my Flynn's and Noelle. And Risley and Escoffier. Yes, yes, you have everybody. Alright. We actually need Liyue Harbor. This end of Liyue Harbor. You don't have Flynn's? Flynn's banner is actually coming back up pretty soon. I was surprised when they announced that Flynn's is coming back as soon as he is. I need Lanternite. Give me Lanternite! There we go. Hey guys, look at the horse! Isn't she pretty?
Split the bamboo in the morning, dry it till night. Shape and bend it nice and tight. Cross the strands to form a pattern, coat in silk, and you have a lantern. That's how you remember how to make a show lantern. Did you get all that, Chi-Chi?
Yao Yao is one of the characters we haven't met in this account yet.
Morning, split bamboo, traveler. Then get silk, make Paimon. What? No, that doesn't even rhyme. Look, it's them. Hey, Yao Yao. Hey, Chi-Chi. Whoa, traveler. Paimon, you're here. Happy Lanternite.
Happy Lanternite.
What you up to? I'm teaching Chi-Chi to make show lanterns. It's a real test of finger dexterity, so it'll help keep her nice and loose. Yes, I do finger exercises to be a nimble zombie.
What are you wanting to talk about, Pika?
Wanna try too, you two?
My game audio's whacked. Thanks, but I already know how.
Oh, okay. Well, we need a whole bunch this year so it doesn't get too dark at night. Too dark? What does that mean? Dr. Baizhu has patients who got hurt walking at night. The moon disappeared, so it was too dark to see. The moon disappeared? Like, behind the clouds? It was Jonju, the moon devourer.
Yeah, I know that it does talk about some of the stuff that just recently happened in Nodcry, but honestly, it's gonna be probably another year before we're there. And it's Lanternite.
Changshan told me about it, but now I forgot. It's an old myth from Chenyu Vale about a giant toad in the sky that eats the moon. What? The moon gets eaten? It's just a story. It's not like there's actually a giant toad in the sky. I asked Master about it, and she said myths are just insights into how the people of the past understood the world.
I mean, honestly, at this point in Teyvat, with everything else that has gone on, if there was in fact a giant toad in the sky eating the moon, I wouldn't be shocked. So did the moon really disappear?
Well, I didn't see it that night. But I've checked several nights since, and it's been there same as ever. According to Chi-Chi, though, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent someone to do some kind of serious investigation. So, I don't know. Maybe something did happen. The Ministry of Civil Affairs? This is starting to sound bad.
It's okay. You can fly. Even if it's too dark, you won't fall and get hurt.
I admit that Chi-Chi has some of the best lines in the game. Although my favorite was still her line about the Coco Goat.
Yeah, exactly. So turn that frown upside down, Paimon, or someday you'll get a whole bunch of wrinkles and wake up looking like an old granny. What? Okay. No more frowning. But the Traveler can't fly. She could still fall and hurt herself, right?
Your lack of faith is...
Don't worry. That's what the Shout Lanterns are for. As long as we make enough, Liyue Harbor will never go dark.
I mean, to be fair, Yao Yao's like 10. And her teacher is... Do you remember the person we got the bell from back in Liyue? And the one who gave us the teapot? That's who her master is. So, for her, Granny is not necessarily an insult.
Yeah, and there's the giant lantern too.
Oh, right! I almost forgot! Look! This year's Grand Lantern commemorates the Adeptus who guards the moon! With her watching over it, the moon will be safe for sure. A white horse? Wait! So that's... the White Horse Adeptus? Yeah! Legend has it she used to live on the moon. So if it were ever in danger, I'm sure she wouldn't just stand by and watch. Huh! We've heard of the White Horse Adeptus before, but we never heard the part about her living on the moon. Probably because it's a folk legend from Chenyu Vale, so not a lot of people know about it. But recently, some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue, and the archaeological team even found evidence of ancient people worshipping an Adeptus who lived in a palace on the moon.
What lady wouldn't be offended by being said to look old? I mean, that might depend upon how you phrased it. There are less offensive ways of saying it than just you look old. But yeah, it's not typically something you want to bring up.
It's kind of like how we write wishes on Shout Lanterns and release them during Lantern Rite. The White Horse Adeptus would descend from the moon in her jade carriage and grant people's wishes. Ooh! When did that happen? She sounds different from the other Adepti in Liyue. It must have been a super long time ago, 'cause even Master barely knows anything about this Adeptus.
So, Madam Ping has never met the White Horse Adeptus either?
Nope. Kinda unbelievable, right? Yanfei said the White Horse Adeptus might even be a made-up legend, just like Janju the Moon Devourer.
Yeah, a made-up horse and a made-up toad.
You're mistaken, children. The White Horse Adeptus really does exist.
Oh, Mr. Liu from the Baiju Guest House. But how do you know that for sure?
Have you ever wondered how the guest house got its name, Yao Yao?
Baiju... White Colt. So, it's named after the White Horse Adeptus?
And thus, the lore in Liyue gets deeper.
That's right. And that's because one of my ancestors was once blessed by the White Horse Adeptus.
Wait, really? Tell us more! Tell us more!
It was a long, long time ago, when this ancestor of mine was still a young girl. She was out gathering herbs and accidentally fell off a cliff, but the White Horse Adeptus rescued her.
Oh, that's it? Paimon was expecting something a bit more... special? We've heard a whole bunch of stories like that before.
It's kind of sad when even amazing stories like that are just like, yeah, no, this is everyday stuff. You want to tell us something actually interesting?
Patience, young one. Let me finish. After the White Horse Adeptus saved my ancestor, she told her a story about the moon and the ancient kingdom of Langan. My ancestor was so captivated that she completely lost track of time. So much so, in fact, that when she returned to her village, she found nothing but a desolate ruin in its place. It was as if, without her knowledge, countless years had passed in the mortal world.
Oh, what is that book? Sounds like the story where the guy went to sleep in the underneath the apple tree and woke up years later.
Huh?
The most extraordinary part of all is that it turned out to be a dream. When she woke up, she found herself at the bottom of the cliff, right where she had fallen.
Rip Van Winkle, thank you, 4G. Pika, you are correct that call a woman granny unless you know her really well. Hangers are not the only useful tools. Kitchen knives, random piece of rope. Actually, also depending upon what's in her garden, you could be in trouble there too. There's plenty of herbs that mimic natural death. If you do it right.
Other than her medicine basket, now filled to the brim with rare herbs, it was as if nothing had happened. Until out of nowhere, a horse's whinny echoed through the air, and when she looked up, she saw a pristine white horse leaping over the cliff.
A white horse leaping over the cliff?
Wow, that sure is a crazy story. But now, it's starting to sound a bit too far-fetched.
Paimon, this is Tevat. There is no such thing as too far-fetched.
Another skeptic. You sound just like my son. But I know it's true. Ancestral records don't lie.
That is certainly not true. There are some stories in my ancestral records that I have questions about. Because I'm pretty sure they're false.
Wait, so your son doesn't believe it happened?
Don't get me started. Not believing is one thing, but he even wants to change the name of our guest house. It's a disgrace, I tell you, a disgrace.
What does he want to change the name to? Or why does he
Well,
want
it was
to change
getting
the
about
name?
time for him to take over the guest house. And what's the first thing he does? Starts going on about how the name doesn't attract enough customers and how we're losing business to Wangshu Inn. Can you believe that? As if Baiju Guest House and Wangshu Inn aren't miles apart from each other.
Oh, what about something like the Geo Lord's Rest? Paimon bets that would get people through the doors.
Geo Lord's Rest. I like that one.
This isn't about getting people through the doors. This is about disrespecting our ancestors.
No, you run a business. It's about getting people through the doors.
Oh, White Horse Adeptus, my wish is this. Let your divine power be known. Teach my foolish son the error of his ways.
Paimon wants to learn more about this Adeptus. Hey, maybe we should ask Zhang Li. Good idea. Mr. Zhang Li is super knowledgeable. He can answer questions even Master has no clue about.
No, well, I mean, seeing as he was... he's a 3,000-year-old shapeshifter.
Yeah, we just saw him having tea at third round knockout. Alright, then that's our next stop. Chi-Chi and I are gonna keep making Shao lanterns. Careful on the road.
Goodbye, Paimon. Goodbye, traveler.
these are all different games we'll get to play. Yeah, because this is our first time doing a special event on this account. We'll get to those in a minute. First things first, storyline. To third round knockout. That is on the other side of Liyue Harbor. Not on the other side of Liyue. That would actually be a fairly long distance. Oh yeah, and all the lanterns that are around. Granny's even got a new lantern kite.
Oh?
Hu Tao. I thought we'd already met her. She is Zhongli's boss. She's the head of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Oh.
I guess we hadn't met him yet. He's a traveling exorcist.
Curious.
Impressive, right?
These two are friends.
What's with all the commotion over here? Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! I have something amazing to show you! What is it? Huh? What the? Heart of the Moon is blacked out! Was it really eaten by a giant toad?
I mean,
I didn't expect you to know the story of Jonju the Moon Devourer, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. She learned a whole bunch of things in Sumeru.
But Jonju the Moon Devourer is a Liyue legend.
Well, knowledge knows no borders, so there.
You're right about that, Paimon. But this dark circle doesn't look anything like a toad to me. A toad's egg, maybe? But that's about it. Oh, wait, Traveler! You've been in Nodcry, right? The people there worship the moon goddess. So you should know what's going on here.
this wasn't a thing in Nodcry either. Although there was a whole thing with the moon. But not this.
Really? Not even in a place where people worship the moon?
There is such a thing as a lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah! Master told me that the tale of Jianzhu, the Moon Devourer, was how ancient people explained a certain celestial phenomenon.
But what is it exactly? Some kind of omen of disaster?
No, just a natural phenomena, but this lunar eclipse seems different.
How so?
Lunar eclipse usually starts from the outer edge, as opposed to being in the very middle.
Oh, but in this picture, the moon is being covered from the center. So this can't be a normal eclipse.
That's not good.
Then it's still an omen of some impending calamity?
We never said that!
Where did this picture come from?
Ugh, some crazy customer left it at the restaurant. Just thinking about it gives me the chills.
Attention, everyone! As the auspicious festival season approaches, I have an announcement to make. I, Lu Xiong, am on the verge of becoming one of the most renowned archaeologists in all of Liyue Harbor. No, scratch that, in all of Tibet. Even though I never trained at a prestigious academy, I've still managed to dig up tons of treasures. And I understand practically a whole dictionary's worth of big words, too.
Wow. Very loquacious of you.
Like my pops always says, no pain, no gain. And I haven't had it easy, that's for sure. So, it's definitely my turn to make a name for myself.
You think someone has a chip on her shoulder? I think someone has a chip on their shoulder.
What's the deal with her?
No idea. Maybe she ate a bad batch of perch stew?
What? You don't believe me? I'm telling you, I dug up treasures from the ancient nation of Longan. I even got a picture of Jeonju devouring the moon.
Long gone? Jeonju? What is she even talking about?
Sounds like she's a few perches short of a stew, if you know what I mean.
So what if blackback perch stew is my favorite? Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Youch.
Whoa, what are you doing?
You're just a stupid, ignorant man, and I'm gonna kill you.
Wow. Do you think it's because he's male that she has the problem?
Young lady, you need to calm down.
What? So you're looking down on me now too? How about I take you both out then? How does that sound?
This is a place for dining. If you wish to take me out, you'll have to do it elsewhere.
Don't act like you're better than me. Do you know who I am? I'm about to be the most famous archaeologist in all of Liyue. No, Teyvat. Show me some respect.
Well, no.
It's respect you want? Very well. For the sake of the other customers, we'll do this your way.
Well, that didn't take long.
What? So Shenhe started the fight? She had no choice. The woman pulled a shovel out of nowhere and started going crazy, flipping tables left and right. She even injured 2 other customers. Shenhe did what she had to do to restrain her, then took her to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Thank goodness Aunt Shenhe was there. Or who knows what might have happened.
Yeah. I started cleaning up after all the commotion, and that's when I found this photo. I thought it might be the one she dropped, so I rushed over to show someone.
She said she took a photo of Jeonju the Moon Devourer. This must be it.
Can we really trust what she said, though? Clearly, something is going on with her.
Paimon's got a point. It sounds like she wasn't acting right at all. How do we know she wasn't possessed by some kind of evil spirit?
Aunt Shenhe would have noticed if she was possessed.
All right. But what about the part about Long Gone and the treasure she found? What about it? What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic, then got herself haunted by an ancient ghost?
That is really specific, Hu Tao.
One so powerful that even Miss Shenhe couldn't sense its presence.
Your imagination is something else, Hu Tao. Why would an ancient ghost come to Wanmin restaurant, huh? To eat my blackback perch stew?
Hey, it could happen. I'd want to eat your food if I was a ghost.
Wait a second. She mentioned the ancient nation of Longan, right? Paimon's heard that somewhere before.
You know what? My brother mentioned that some ancient artifacts were unearthed in Liyue recently. Mostly colored glass, fine jade, and bronze relics. Some of the text inscribed on them has already been deciphered. There were some poetic verses, but the word Longan popped up as well.
So, does that mean this Longan place is real? Still, Paimon knows we've heard the name somewhere before. Do you remember, Traveler?
The owner of Baiju Guest House just mentioned it.
Right! His ancestor heard about it from the White Horse Adeptus. The White Horse Adeptus? Oh, so you must have been to see the giant lantern already. Yep. And it turns out that the White Horse Adeptus is super mysterious, too. Even Madame Ping hasn't met her.
Wait, I thought she was the gold-eyed Celadon mare of the 8 Adepts. That's just the interpretation you believe in, Hu Tao. There are other theories out there, too. The elders of Qingce Village believe that during the Archon War, a white horse leapt from a clear spring, transforming into an Adeptus who aided Rex Lapis in battle.
There are all sorts of tales about this horse. She certainly gets around.
In Chenyu Vale, some of the tribes take her to be the daughter of time and trace her deeds to an even earlier era. Yet in other ancient texts, including the relics I just mentioned, she appears as an emissary who listens to mortal wishes,
bestowing the blessings of the heavens and moon upon the mortal realm. Which is why we write our wishes on Shao lanterns.
That's so complicated. So what's the verdict? Which version is the truth?
Could it be all of them?
I'm afraid there's no definitive answer to that.
You two have been all over Teyvat. Do you have an idea?
No.
Nope, sorry. We were actually on our way to ask Zhongli. He knows even more about this kind of stuff than us.
Ah, looking for a consultant, huh? He's having tea with Miss Linlong. Shigu Antiques is hosting an exhibition tonight.
An exhibition? For what?
All those antiques Xingqiu just mentioned. So if you head to the big ship docked in the harbor tonight, I'm sure you'll find him.
Thanks, Yuta. We'll check it out.
So, where to next? How about we go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs to ask about the White Horse Adeptus? We might be able to find out more about the recent moon situation, too.
That's not a half-bad idea, Paimon.
If you're heading to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, could you give them this picture for me? Since it belongs to that customer, she deserves to get it back at least. It might even help the Ministry with their investigation. Ha! Alright! We're off!
Oh, wait! I almost forgot! Happy Lantern Rite!
Come have a meal with us when you're free. We'll be there, or we'll be... square.
That is such an old reference.
Thinking about it now, could it be possible that photograph was a fake?
A fake? You mean like the customer fabricated it to gain academic recognition?
Nice one, Chongyun. I never even thought of it like that.
How about we go check out that place tonight? I know exactly where it is.
All right.
I'll get scolded if I get home too late.
Live a little, Xingqiu. You act like this is a first for you. Worst comes to worst, we'll get Xiangling to cook you something delicious, okay?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it's worth the risk.
You were just waiting for the promise of free food, weren't you? Fine. It's a plan then. We'll meet up tonight.
Alright. Off to Yujing Terrace. And yes, I'm taking this way because there really isn't a faster way to get to Yujing Terrace. There is no waypoint that is reasonably closer than just walking, or flying, or climbing, or all three. Come on. Almost there. Yujing Terrace. Hey, looky, it's Ningguang.
And your grandfather is of the same opinion, Miss Lanyan?
Yes. On Lantern Rite, the moon shall go dark. That's what the signs are indicating. Celestial observation isn't Grandpa's strong suit. But he discussed it with several other elders from our clan, and their conclusion was the same.
Yeah. She's from a family of tea growers on one side and essentially mystics on the other.
It's consistent with the information we've received from other sources as well. You mean the whole thing? About the legend of Jianzhu the Moon Devourer? Happening in real life? Yes, that's one of them. So it's true. I thought it was just a rumor. It's true. But right now, The bigger issue is that all our sources indicate the phenomenon's gonna happen again. I'm not sure this bodes well.
Of course it doesn't.
Let's remain optimistic for now. We're making progress interpreting the artifacts, and Ganyu is consulting with the Adepti as we speak. Besides, apart from the incident at Wanmin Restaurant, there haven't been any other moon-related disturbances.
Minglong, Keqing, and Lanyan! You're all here!
Oh, Traveler! And Paimon! It's been a while.
Yes! Happy Lantern Rite. What brings you here, though? I thought you'd be in the harbor enjoying the Shao Lanterns.
Yeah, typically that's where we'd be.
You're certainly not the type to visit Yujing Terrace for no reason. Is there something I can help you with?
What? We're not allowed to just drop in on our friends during the festive season?
Yes, but
I was only teasing. You're welcome to visit us anytime you wish. Happy Lantern Rite.
happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, and about all the moon business you were just talking about? We have something to show you. Here, take a look!
Whoa! Something really did take a chunk out of the moon.
My big question is, why is this thing in the center glowing like it is?
Someone managed to capture a picture of it. Is this Jianzhu, the Moon Devourer, then?
Even though we confirmed this event took place, I still can't quite believe what I'm seeing. Where did you get this picture? From Xiangling! She found it when she was cleaning up after that customer caused a scene. She thinks they must have dropped it.
Wait, is this Chawang Terrace?
Yes, is something wrong?
No, it's just where I'm from. It said that Chawang Terrace was where the ancient people of Chenyu Vale communicated with the heavens. And in this picture, the moon happens to be right above Chawang Terrace. I was just surprised, that's all. It's probably just a coincidence.
Sure, it's just a coincidence.
That's interesting because the ancient people of Chenyu Vale migrated there from the chasm area.
The chasm? So, that place is involved too? According to our investigation, that customer you just mentioned, Lu Xiangxiang, her father and grandfather are merchants in Liyue Harbor, and her mother and grandmother grow tea in Chaoying Village. A few days ago, she left her home in Chaoying Village to join a civilian archaeological team funded by Hoishan Hall, and ended up excavating some artifacts in the chasm area.
Oh, joy. We actually haven't gotten to the second problem in the chasm. We've only dealt with the first. There is actually another problem down there that we will get to eventually.
These artifacts were then entrusted to Shigu Antiques and are set to be featured in an upcoming exhibition. Then, of course, the incident at Wanmin Restaurant occurred. We suspect something happened during the excavation that left her with quite the shock.
And now, it seems like she also went to Chawang Terrace and took that picture of the moon disappearing.
The chasm? Chawang Terrace? Things are getting pretty complicated.
How's Lu Xingjiang doing?
She's not in a good mental state, so we took her to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some help. Why don't you come with me to check up on her? At this point, you seem invested in this case too.
Yes, very.
Then let's head there now.
It wouldn't be Lantern Rite if things weren't going wrong in Liyue. Thankfully, it's pretty simple to get to Boo Boo Pharmacy from here. Oh, oops, no. I didn't mean to talk to you, Madam Ping. Sorry. There is a picture spot on the top of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I'll come back to that. I didn't know that existed.
Ah, Lady Yuheng. Oh, and the Traveler and Paimon are here as well.
What a pleasant surprise. Happy Lantern Rite.
Talking snake. Happy Lantern Rite.
I hope we're not interrupting Dr. Baiju.
Not at all. I assume you're here to see the patient? Unless it's urgent, however, it would be best not to disturb her rest.
Is her condition that bad?
It's quite unstable. She's even more agitated than when she first arrived. And she refused to cooperate when we tried to check her over. I had no choice but to prescribe a calming draught and to have her rest for 2 days.
So she's getting worse? That isn't the news I was hoping for.
That's not really helpful.
It's just a precaution. Based on an earlier conversation with her, it seemed more like a fixation than anything else. She hasn't lost her mind.
Oh, that's good.
That's right. When we asked about it, she kept insisting she was going to be famous far and wide. Well, it might not be far and wide, but she certainly made a name for herself around Yujing Terrace. Even some of the Qixing know who she is.
Have you ever seen anything like this before, Baiju?
Not often, that's for certain. From my initial assessment, the patient appears to have experienced some sort of shock, and whatever it was seems to still be haunting her.
Now that's an interesting choice of words, because he uses the word haunting, which is the same thing that Hu Tao said.
But what could have caused such a thing? The relics from the chasm? Or the moon above Chuang Terrace that night?
Come back in 2 days, and you might just have your answer.
I suppose that's all we can do for now. We'll take our leave then, Dr. Baiju.
Of course. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to stop by.
Speaking of those relics from the chasm, aren't they being featured in an exhibition tonight?
That's right. Are you planning to attend?
Yeah! We wanted to have a talk with Zhangli anyway, and now Paimon's even more curious about these relics.
Want to tag along?
I would, except every item in the exhibition had to be registered with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. So I'm afraid it's been spoiled for me. I reviewed them all myself. There are some rather peculiar artifacts, that's for certain. We're still working on decoding the ancient text that appears on them.
Yeah! The word jade appears a whole bunch, doesn't it?
Huh? How did you know?
Xingqiu told us. He said there were some ancient poems on them, too.
He's quite well informed, isn't he? Well, he's right. We believe they're direct references to the ancient nation of long gone. As for the other text, instead of regular poetry, it seems to be more like ceremonial language used to worship the moon and the gods.
The moon and the gods?
I have a question as to which of the ancient peoples this is, because there's been at least 5 civilizations that have risen and blown up onto that. At least one of them quite literally.
Well, looks like it's almost time for the exhibition. You two should head over. There's an usher at the harbor who will lead you to the venue.
Do we need an invitation?
Not at all. The exhibition is free to the public. The people of Liyue have a great respect for our history and are eager to learn from it. Plus, the exhibition is being organized by Lin Long, the owner of Shigu Antiques. As far as I know, it's been a long-time goal of hers to hold a cultural exhibition of this scale, where people can learn all sorts of information about the past.
Guess we're in for a real treat tonight, then.
Yes. Have a great time. There's still more artifact decoding work I need to finish, so we'll have to part ways here.
So, I own a whopping grand total of 2 Pops. Pops are vinyl figures, little dolls, that are highly collectible. But I only own 2. One of them is C-3PO. And the reason I bring this up is the only other Pop doll I own is actually of Keqing. And it is the only Pop doll I have bought myself. because when it came out, it was so pretty. At the same time that she came out, Diluc and a Hilichurl also came out. The Hilichurl wasn't half bad. It was actually pretty good. The Diluc was terrible. But then, I mean, the graphics on Diluc aren't great either, so...
After seeing the picture you brought, there's a few ideas I'd like to follow up on.
You're hard at work even during festival season? Ha! You haven't changed one bit, Keqing.
I'm simply fulfilling the responsibilities of my position. That's all. All right, I should get going. See you later.
Well, guess we should head over to the harbor and find that usher.
Alright. Let's go see what's on this boat. Fishies! It's a family of fishies.
Lively! This is how a festival should be.
Ah, here for the exhibition? I can take you aboard.
Yes, please.
After you.
Whoa! Look at all the antiques on this ship! It's almost too much to take in!
Keep an eye out for Zhongli.
Greetings. I trust you've been well since last we met?
Speak of the devil.
Aha! Speak of the devil! You're right where Hu Tao said you'd be.
Ah, so Director Hu gave me away, did she?
Don't act like you're up to some super secret business. We know you just do whatever you feel like.
Yo, Traveler, Paimon, what's up?
It's been a while, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Beidou! Yunchin! It's great to see you! You're here for the exhibition too?
Yes. When I heard these artifacts were from ancient times, I just knew I had to come learn more about them. I mean, what a discovery, right?
Yeah, Ningguang pretty much said the same thing. She thought coming here might help culture me up or something. But as you know, I'm more of a fists and punches type of person. I doubt one exhibition is gonna change that.
Yeah, no one can be in charge of a fleet and be that dumb.
You're too modest, Captain. You're the leader of the Crux fleet. That takes far more skill than just fists and punches.
Plus, at the end of the day, you still decided to come, even though you didn't have to listen to Ningguang.
Well, she's the Tianquan. If she can't even get an average ship captain like me to do her bidding, how's that gonna look?
You sure know how to think from her perspective, huh?
I guess I do. Anyway, how's everyone enjoying the exhibition? I heard that if you see something you like, you can negotiate the price with the owner and take it home.
Wait, so we can buy this stuff?
Indeed.
Yeah, if you've got
Although
the money
Shigu
for it.
Antiques is hosting this exhibition, many of the items come from private collectors. As long as both parties reach an agreement, you can make an offer of Mora or an equivalent trade. Well, shall we continue our conversation as we look around?
Let's go! Paimon's super curious about all this stuff.
That's a pretty food holder. I think it's a food holder. Oh look, something interesting.
Whoa, look at this painting! There's a huge toad on it! Could it be...
Huh. This material is quite unusual. It doesn't look like paper. More like silk, or some other kind of fabric.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Well spotted. This is a painting of Jianzhu, the Moon Devourer. made primarily with mulberry silk. Such craftsmanship is rarely seen in modern-day Liyue.
Ha! Jianju the Moon Devourer! Paimon knew it! That toad made it super obvious.
Yunjin is actually a very good depiction of what she is, a performer. She is an opera singer. And the times that she has performed in-game are absolutely stunning. That being said, I can see how she might annoy some people just because she's gonna rub them the wrong way. But I personally am not fond of her playstyle, so I don't play with the character at all, even though I do in fact have her on my other account. It's just, I've got so many better characters than her that I just don't bother.
What's that? A new dish at Wanmin restaurant?
No! It's a kind of lunar eclipse. You heard about how the moon disappeared recently, right?
Oh, yeah. You're saying a toad did that?
That's what the legend says.
So, nothing to do with food then. Noted.
Which is actually surprising for Paimon.
And the figure next to the toad, is that the White Horse Adeptus? From the stories I've heard, her palace lies on the moon.
Sometimes we just don't like people. It happens.
That would seem to be a logical assumption.
Was this excavated from the chasm?
No. In fact, this item was discovered in Chenyu Vale, and many years ago at that.
What does he consider many years ago?
Oh, so it's from Chenyu Vale?
Actually, that's not quite right. You see, this painting is primarily comprised of mineral-based pigments, such as cinnabar and azurite, which are usually found within stratified rock. This suggests its place of origin may very well have been the chasm.
You could have just started with that.
You're as knowledgeable as ever, Mr. Zhongli. I had only ever heard the legend of Jianju the Moon Devourer, but now seeing it depicted in this painting, I wonder
if we're gonna get an opera at the end of this. That would be
if I purchased it, perhaps it could serve as inspiration for a new opera. Though I'm not quite sure who the painting belongs to right now.
A splendid idea, Miss Yoon. Perhaps in lieu of Mora, you could offer the lyrics to said opera as recompense.
The lyrics? But to whom?
Why, to me, of course. I am the owner of this painting, after all.
Of course he is.
Wait, so you're one of the private collectors of the exhibition? No wonder you knew so much about the painting.
But lyrics in exchange for a precious antique? My work could never possibly be of equal value.
I don't know about that. I'm not much of a scholar, but even I know your operas are in a league of their own.
That is my only problem with her. She's a little too modest.
An astute observation, Captain Beto. In my possession, this painting is nothing but a lifeless artifact. In your hands, however, it could be transformed into a new piece of art entirely. Quite the worthy exchange, no?
But I'm not sure when I'll be able to finish writing it. It certainly won't be ready this year.
Allow me to be equally forthright, Miss Yoon. This silk painting is merely a copy I made of the original work. There is no need for such concern over its value.
Now, here's the thing. He is 3,000 years old. When did he make the copy? And if the copy is as old as I kind of suspect it is, doesn't that make it worth a significant ton of money in its own right?
Huh? So it's a fake?
I had no idea you were such a skilled artist, Mr. Zhongli. I pride myself on having some knowledge of antiques, but I didn't notice anything that would point to it being a replica.
Which again makes me ask, how old is the painting?
You never cease to amaze me, Mr. Zhongli.
You flatter me. All that said, Miss Yoon, you must accept. Truly, I insist.
Huh. He's gone from handing out fake Mora to fake paintings now, huh?
Shh, Paimon.
Your kindness is impossible to refuse, Mr. Zhongli. Rest assured, I'll be sure to return the favor.
I shall look forward to it.
Man, that was quite the find. Huh, I should buy something too, if only so I can show it off to Ningguang.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Wow, this bronze war chariot is really something.
It must have quite the story behind it. I've never seen anything like it before.
Do you know what this is, Zhongli?
Ah, I heard from Miss Linlong that a carriage made of Celadon jade was unearthed in the chasm. A copper canopy, a body adorned with flowing clouds and geometric patterns. Yes, this must be the one. A precious piece indeed.
This thing's gotta be thousands of years old, right? Crazy to think people back then were capable of such intricate metalwork.
Too often, we view the past and future through the lens of the present. Objects that fascinated us as children seem crude later in life. And that's only after a few decades or so of separation. If one were to stretch time across hundreds or thousands of years, one might discover that time is not always a force that pushes things forward.
Nope, which is why we have several Dark Ages where we don't have any information. Oh, and Atlantis has disappeared entirely.
It would seem the people of that era managed to create a remarkable civilization in their own right.
Makes me want to get my hands on this even more. Ningguang's gonna be so jealous, don't you think?
Has this war chariot caught your eye, Captain Beidou?
Oh, you must be Linlong from Shigu Antiques. Nice to meet you. This exhibition has been amazing so far.
Well, that's all thanks to supportive patrons like you and Mr. Zhongli, of course. As for this war chariot, it was discovered by an archaeological team sponsored by Hoishan Hall. The price comes in at 90 million Mora.
Excuse me.
How
much? 90 million? Woo, looks like my eyes were a bit too big for my wallet.
Quite a bargain.
A bargain? 90 million Mora could feed Paimon for like 1,000 years!
I debate that, but sure, why not?
And if you actually went on an eating spree that long, perhaps you'd be considered an antique worth that kind of Mora, too.
What, 90 million? Nuh-uh! Paimon's worth way more than that!
Well, if Mr. Zhongli thinks it's a good deal, I'm sure it's worth it.
Beidou's putting way too much faith in Zhongli. What if he's only here to drive up sales?
Shh, Paimon.
I'll take the chariot, Miss Linlong. Someone will come by with the payment.
Quite the discerning eye you have, Captain. After the exhibition ends, I'll have someone deliver it to the Alcor.
Actually, could you send it straight to Yujing Terrace? I'd like for the Tianquan to see the proof of my discerning eye for herself.
Understood.
Great. Yunjin and I both found something. What about you three? Want to keep perusing? And don't worry about the Mora. It's all on me. Nobody's going home empty-handed tonight.
I appreciate your kindness, Captain, but I'm afraid I have some private matters to discuss with Miss Linlong.
In that case, don't let us keep you, Mr. Zhongli.
Right this way.
Traveler, Paimon, perhaps you would like to accompany me.
Ooh.
What?
Backstage
so you can
passes.
show us another bargain antique that's so far out of our price range it's not even funny?
Other people are always demanding Mr. Zhongli's time, but it's quite rare for him to extend an invitation himself. I wouldn't pass up this opportunity if I were you, Paimon.
Yeah, just don't forget to come aboard the Alcor for a drink later.
Yeah, we should at least check it out.
Yeah, guess you're right. Taking a quick look isn't gonna cost us anything. Let's go!
You say that. wonder what
These
it
are
is
all the
gonna
jade
cost.
pieces that were found, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! So many styles! What kind are these?
These are a type of ceremonial jade. You're familiar with Chenyu Vale's rain jade, right, yes?
Oh, yeah! So these pieces are all used in the rain jade ceremony?
Well, you may not know, Paimon, but before the rain jade rite came into practice, Chenyu Vale was known for a different ceremonial tradition that also involved jade. The Bi is used to honor heaven, the Cong to honor earth, the Gui to honor the east, the Jiang to honor the south, the Hu to honor the west, and the Huang to honor the north. These form the 6 ritual jades. It's unfortunate, however, that Miss Linlong's set is missing both the Gui and Hu pieces.
Oh, I know. These jade artifacts are from such an ancient time. It's proved difficult to track them down, even for our establishment.
No matter. You happen to have precisely the piece I was looking for.
None of the ritual pieces, just the
This
random
broken
staff.
jade token? I didn't expect this to catch your eye, Mr. Zhongli. It isn't one of the 6 ritual jades.
What is it?
An affect belonging to an old acquaintance of mine.
An old acquaintance? One of your collector friends, Mr. Zhongli?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
You could say that. Traveler, take a closer look.
Huh. It doesn't look all that special to Paimon. Just seems like a broken artifact.
There's a crescent moon, though.
Indeed. It's been thousands of years since the moon has appeared in such a form.
So, in the past, the moon wasn't always full. Then, could this missing chunk be from when Jianzhu devoured part of the moon?
It's worth looking into.
Your insight is invaluable, Mr. Zhongli. I had no idea how special this piece was. Since it has caught your interest, allow Shigu Antiques to cover the cost.
Oh, that is far too generous, Miss Linlang.
Not at all. I've always wanted to give people a chance to appreciate these snapshots of history. So holding an exhibition like this has been a lifetime wish of mine. And it never would have been possible without your help, Mr. Zhongli.
I merely put in a good word with a few acquaintances of mine.
And it had a profound impact. Without your recommendation, I doubt half of these collectors would have come to the exhibition. So, on both a personal and professional level, I owe you my thanks, Mr. Zhongli.
He has a lot of connections.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
I love the new thinking icon, which you can't see because my avatar's in the way. Oops. The light ahead looks like it could be an exit. I should check it out.
3, 5, 7. 11, 13, 17.
Who said that?
19, 23, 29.
31.
You also enjoy counting in such a fashion, lost child? The same loneliness as them. It seems to exist in your heart as well.
Who are you?
Me? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Alright, what is this place?
The shadow of the moon? Or a dream of time?
There's the lantern, right?
I'm sorry. No one has asked me such things before. I've been here for so long. There is much I have forgotten.
Did you bring me here?
I know nothing of your arrival. All I know is the longing in people's hearts. Yet, I sense the moonlight's guidance within you, child. Perhaps that is what brought you here.
Moonlight's guidance. Does she mean Columbina? Columbina is a character we'll meet in Nodcry. We've got time.
You seem confused. Perhaps I can help in some way.
How do I get out?
The path home is... that direction. I believe someone told me that before. But I was never able to reach the end. You should take a look.
How about we go together?
No need. It would seem... my time has already run out. Farewell. May the moonlight ever shine upon you.
Wow! Jiangwei actually did something useful for once.
I'm back.
Your complexion looks rather ashen, traveler. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, what's wrong? Does your stomach hurt?
I just met the strangest person.
Huh? What are you talking about? You were right here the whole time.
Ah, I see. I'm afraid we must take our leave, Miss Linlong. My friend has taken ill, and I must escort her to get some rest.
Of course.
Traveler, Paimon, please, come with me. Ah, yes. Regarding the payment for the Jade Token. Charge the expense to the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor if you would.
Guess someone's thinking of me. Huh, but this late at night?
Must be that consultant of yours. I bet he's out there spending all year more at the exhibition.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, he'd be the perfect employee if he just knew how to rein in the spending. But never mind him. Let's focus on the moon. We gotta see if it gets eaten tonight.
I mean, to be fair, Ayana, for a very long time, he really, really didn't have to worry about where to come up with money.
I don't think it's going to happen. We've been out here all night, and the moon's the same as ever.
It is quite late, and Chongyun's getting tired. How about we head back? We can come back another time.
Head back? Already?
Actually, I do have a new dish I'm testing out tomorrow. And as part of my New Year's resolution, I'm trying not to oversleep.
All right. Guess it just wasn't meant to be. Let's go. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. When the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Problem, people, problem. Turn around. The moon is not supposed to do that.
Wait, aren't we going to rest? Why did you bring us here?
Because I imagine the traveler would like to know what just happened to her.
Oh, right. Ugh, Paimon's confused, though. She could have sworn you were there the whole time.
You explain your mysterious encounter.
How is that possible?
It sounds like her spirit formed an inexplicable connection with the being in that space.
Was that the White Horse Adeptus?
Ah, you suspected from the beginning, didn't you? Indeed, the being you met is the fabled White Horse Adeptus, and the original owner of this jade token. Her name is Tbai.
Wait, does that mean she's inside this token?
No, that would be too easy.
No, she does not reside within this token, but rather within the Moon Shadow. This token is merely a medium.
The Moon Shadow? What do you mean?
Word has it you accomplished quite the feat in Notcry. You and your friend brought the Frost Moon back to Teyvat.
Okay, quick spoiler. So, Teyvat has a false sky. It originally had 3 moons. 2 of them got shattered and 1 of them got tossed out beyond the false sky. The moon everybody had been seeing in Teyvat until recently was a false moon. In a portion of the story that we have not gotten to yet, the Traveler helps bring the original 3rd moon, the Frost Moon, back within Teyvat's sky. That's what this is referencing.
Tell me, did you ever wonder about the other moon? The one that hung in its place for thousands of years?
We never really thought about it, but it must have been a fake, right? A fake moon!
Indeed, it was false. Its true nature, nothing but a projection of the moon. It also happens to be the prison that confines Tbai to this day.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is trapped inside that projection? Then we need to rescue her! But the moon in the sky right now is the real one, right? Where did the fake moon go? And why can't Paimon see it?
With the return of the true moon, the shadow naturally lost its place in the heavens. Now, it is disintegrating bit by bit. It's a process that comes and goes. When it occurs, it looks like the moon is being obscured by a black shadow. But when it stops, the shadow disappears and becomes invisible to the eye.
So, you're saying there's an invisible fake moon blocking the real moon right now?
So the recent lunar eclipse, it's the fake moon, wasn't it?
Indeed.
Because only into that.
Okay, this is not what Paimon was expecting.
You said it's disintegrating. When will there be nothing left?
My hypothesis is that people's wishes could be what trigger the periods of disintegration. After all, when you experienced that episode just now, it was precisely when Miss Linlong spoke of her own wish.
Wait, is that because the White Horse Adeptus answers people's wishes? The legend must be true then. So, that means the more wishes we make, the faster the fake moon will disintegrate, right? Then it won't be long before the White Horse Adeptus is free!
Yeah, somehow I don't think it's going to be that easy, Paimon.
Quite the contrary. After countless years trapped inside, the two have merged into one. When the moon shadow is gone, Tbai will cease to exist in this world.
Yes, of course she will.
Oh no! So, by bringing the moon back, we actually hurt the White Horse Adeptus?
Do not burden yourself with such thoughts. Because of your actions, a promising opportunity has presented itself to us. Let us not forget, what is crumbling is also precisely that which imprisons her.
So, there's still a way to fix this?
Yes, and that is why I invited you here tonight. Your connection to that broken jade token confirms that you can do what I envision.
Oh, okay.
However, while I had hoped to receive your assistance, this matter could have significant ramifications. I must admit a certain reluctance to implicate you in more of Teyvat's secrets. Often, the deeper one's knowledge of such matters, the harder it becomes to extricate oneself from them. You are someone who once traveled through the boundless sea of stars. I cannot help but wonder, Perhaps it is wrong for your fate to become too entangled with the fate of any one world.
Yeah, I'm already deeply connected to Teyvat.
Such is your conviction, then. Since journeying beyond Liyue, you have had ample time to reflect on these matters, it would seem.
Yes, so tell me what I need to do.
Very well. The first secret I must reveal is that Zebai has long since passed away. The being within the Shadow Moon is merely one of the 3 deadly selves she severed before her death.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is dead? Weren't you supposed to tell us how to fix this? Now it just seems even more impossible!
Please, remain calm, Paimon, and allow me to explain.
Could you do so succinctly and clearly?
The 3 deadly selves is a practice used by those engaged in spiritual cultivation. The intent is to sever the 3 vice-laden mortal selves to reveal one's true, pure self beneath. However, Zebai's 3 selves are more complicated in nature, because in the moment before her death, someone preserved the shattered essence of her soul and placed the fragments within her 3 deadly selves. If we retrieve the 3 fragments of her soul, there is a chance we can restore her presence in the mortal realm.
So that means we can bring her back to life?
I love how nobody stays dead in Teyvat.
Yes, provided we retrieve the fragments of her soul's essence from the 3 deadly selves.
Actually, I say that. That is not true. We've seen several characters, major characters, die. La Senora, all of our friends in Inazuma who passed away in the war. But in Teyvat, it's possible on rare occasions to actually survive.
Indeed. The being you encountered was Zebai's first deadly self, Ziju. After Zebai's death, she ascended to the heavens and became one with the Shadow Moon. The essence that resides within her is a heavenly soul, also known as Taiguang. Thus, this self is the closest to Zebai's true nature. That said, because she is trapped within the Shadow Moon, we have no choice but to seek out the other 2 soul essences first. Then we can unite them as one.
Yeah, okay. Where are the other 2?
Her second deadly self is called Ziju. After Zebai's death, she fell into a slumber deep beneath the earth in what is now known as the Chasm. The essence within her is the Earth Soul, also known as Xuangling. She is the self that inherited most of Zebai's memories and wisdom.
The chasm? So, do we have to go there to find her?
I don't wanna.
That won't be necessary. I sensed her presence on the jade carriage from earlier, the one at the exhibition. It's possible the return of the Frost Moon awakened her, and she emerged from the chasm alongside that batch of ancient artifacts.
Wait! That must be why you agreed to help with the exhibition! To investigate the artifacts!
Indeed. So in truth, Miss Linlong was the one who helped me.
What about the last deadly self?
The third deadly self is Zichao. The essence within her is the human soul, also known as Yojing, Zebai's shade. Thus she is the most free-spirited among the 3. She lent me her aid during the Archon War, 1,000 years ago. But later, as her powers waned, she retreated into the mountains. I imagine finding Zichao should prove the most troublesome, so I shall take it upon myself to track her down.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So, we need to find the second deadly self, right? But where do we even start?
Locating her should not prove difficult. In life, Zebai was fond of mortals, and as the self who inherited most of her memories and wisdom, Ziju should be the same. It's possible she has possessed someone, and is meandering the bustling streets of Liyue Harbor as we speak.
Possess someone? Wait, Are you thinking what Paimon's thinking, Traveler?
Well, the customer who caused a scene at Wanmin Restaurant.
What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic, then got herself haunted by an ancient ghost?
Exactly! Lu Xiangxiang!
Is anyone surprised at this point?
It seems you have a lead in mind already.
She'd still be at Boo Boo Pharmacy. She was super agitated when she first got there, so Baishu gave her some calming medicine and told us to come back in 2 days. Do you think it could be her, Zhengli?
It's quite possible. The deadly selves are impure beings that can easily influence mortal minds.
Alright, let's start our investigation there in 2 days.
A sound plan. Well, I should get started on my own investigation then.
You're leaving already?
I must. Zichao went into hiding after the Archon War. If I am to have any success tracking her down, and there's no guarantee, I should start sooner rather than later.
But there's still so much you haven't told us! Like, who the White Horse Adeptus actually is, and how she died in the first place! Not to mention who it was that preserved the fragments of her soul.
All good questions, Paimon.
Should our endeavor prove successful, then naturally those answers will follow. If not, speaking of them would be rather meaningless.
The one who preserved her soul's essence. Was it you?
It would seem that this is a question you are unwilling to set aside.
Pretty much.
Very well. I shall tell you. It was the Avatar of Time.
Okay, she's a spoiler from the future and far too complicated to get into right now. Istaroth?
Ah, so you know of her existence.
The ruler of time saved her soul.
Indeed. Preserving what remained of Zibai's soul in the moment before her death. Only the power of time could be capable of such a thing. However, there is no telling what effect it has had on the 3 deadly selves. In other words, you must exercise caution when seeking out Zizhi.
How much time do we have?
On the night of Lantern Rite, countless Shao lanterns, and the wishes written upon them, will be released into the sky. I estimate that this event will trigger the Shadow Moon's collapse.
Of course it's going to.
When that happens, the cage that confines the first deadly self will open. That is our moment to act, but also the moment where all could be lost. For if we fail to retrieve the other 2 soul fragments in time, Zibai's resurrection is hopeless.
Yeah, got it.
As I mentioned before, the answers to your remaining questions should come in time, providing our efforts bear fruit. Let us hope that all proceeds smoothly in the days to come.
Great. Where's the Yoculi? It's not up. Or if it is, I can't see it. It's not here.
I'll race you there.
And I don't think there's some...
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Alright. That is for another day.
I'll race you there.
Don't get distracted. First things first, let's land on top of Boo Boo Pharmacy. And grab that viewpoint. stab yourself on the spire, Amber. It's a pity that these pictures aren't taken in the moment, because then it would have all the stuff from Lantern right up. It is 30 minutes till end of stream. You know what? Let's go play some of the game. We don't have time to start the second part of the story. Because I can guarantee you it's gonna take more than 30 minutes. The arrangements this year came together pretty nicely. Phew, at least I don't have to trouble Lady Cushioning to come and review personally. I've got to stop dwelling on these things. I'm the god of fortune. I'm the god of fortune. I'm the god of fortune. And you are... I'm the god of fortune. I can tell. Huh? Isn't this Traveler? Goodness, if I'd known you were coming, I wouldn't have to memorize so many lines. And given the looks of you, I presume you're here to celebrate Lantern Rite? It's about time you showed up. Look around. It's even more lively than last year's Lantern Rite, isn't it? Every Lantern Rite feels more impressive than the year before. Of course. You know what they say. Ja lanterns soar and fill the night. Step by step, we seek new heights. We gotta improve everything we do. Let's not dwell on that during the festivities. Come, come. Let me show you where the fun happens. Let me think. Got it. First things first, you have to release Ja lanterns. It's Lantern Rite after all. And then we also set up a bunch of auspicious treasure trees around Liyue Harbor. As long as you prune their branches properly, the fortune cookie coins inside are yours. How many trees did we put out again? Was it 21? Yes, 21 trees. Actually, there's an auspicious tree not too far away if you're interested. You can help prune it. Don't worry, it's very simple. And finally, you can check out the bulletin board. It's right beside me. Many tourists from other nations have joined us for Lantern Rite in recent years, so the Ministry of Civil Affairs prepared a special bulletin board for them. Whatever issues they run into, if there's anything they need help with, they can write it down and post it on the bulletin board. We at the Ministry of Civil Affairs will make sure everyone who comes to Liyue for Lantern Rite leaves with a smile. That's the Ministry of Civil Affairs for you. Of course. By the way, Traveler, I remember you're really good at taking pictures, aren't you? I know a little. Don't be so modest. I just wanted to ask you for a little favor. It's really simple, I promise. All you have to do is take a commemorative photo for some of our tourists. We originally hired a few photographers to take commemorative photos for everyone, but we didn't expect there would be so many tourists this year. There suddenly weren't enough photographers to go around. It's too late to hire new photographers. You're the only one I can count on. Please, for the tourist, for Lantern Rite, for Liyue, you're the only one who can help it. For Lantern Rite. You're a real lifesaver, Traveler. I'll tell you the tourists' names and their designated locations right away. I'm counting on you. With your help, this year's Lantern Rite will be flawless. Here, these Ja lanterns are for you. Happy Lantern Rite! Alright. Do I need to speak with her again to activate the trees? Happy Lantern Rite! Is there anything I can help you with? Festive shopping! There's all sorts of things in the shop, none of which we have coins for. So all of these characters are up for grabs. I am actually probably gonna pull Gumming. Who is a character that we don't really see in the story, except during Lantern Rite. I'm hoping he shows up again this year. He's always fun. Yes, we'll get to that quest on Thursday. Oh, that's right. I need to release a Zhao Lantern. Bag, please. Alright.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
And now Zhao Lanterns will start appearing everywhere.
A bunch of interesting gadgets, all from my time with the Crux.
There we go.
I should open a store here.
What is...
You can't beat the
Is she
atmosphere.
just for the exhibition? Yeah, it looks like it.
My friend. What's the hurry?
We've got a mini game to play. The Moonlight Adeptus Trail is based on the legend of the White Horse Adeptus, a story shared throughout the Liyue Harbor. Legend has it that the Adeptus would often travel through the sky by moonlight, protecting Liyue Harbor from evil spirits and monsters. Well, I found that legend so uninspired, I chose to blend in some other stories I've heard for this minigame. For example, there have been monsters in the sky who are always itching to swallow the whole moon, but thanks to the White Horse Adeptus, these monsters didn't get their way. I can't imagine what the moon would look like while being eaten, but in Liu Su's story, the monsters chew down on it slowly, piece by piece, kind of like how we work through a pancake. When I went to listen to a couple of days ago, later, his story was put in another way. This time the monster gulped down the whole moon in one bite, just like eating a rice ball. Fortunately, the story always ends with the White Horse Adeptus wiping out all the monsters in one fell swoop, guided by the light from the Zhao Lanterns. That's part of the legend too. Anyway, that's how Liu Su's story goes. I thought it was cool, so I included it in the Moonlight Adeptus trial. Oh no, enough chit-chat. I need to get back to work. If you'd like to try the Moonlight Adeptus trial, just let me know. Everything's ready. We can start whenever you want. Mini games. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to attack. Alright. Is a toad. Ah! I got hit. Mean old toads. Now we have coins to buy things with. Let's increase attacks. 'Cause that's always a good idea. What is this? No, thank you. Good. This should let me earn tokens faster. Well, I took out half of its energy anyway. Ah! Where'd it go? More time. More time sounds great. Well, that's good. I managed to not get attacked. How much you want to bet that those clouds will definitely be a problem? Yay! cool. I guess that allows us to move quickly. Ah! Oh, I caught it and immediately lost it. That one requires a lot more care. Incarnation duration, movement speed, cooldown. Oh, ouch. Well, that went better. Oh good, now we can attack 3 at once. I made it to the bad guy this time. The lead bad guy this time. I'm not gonna defeat it yet, but I actually saw it this time. Upgrade attack, upgrade health, and speed, and time. Ha! Did I defeat it? I got it! Oh. Is that all the challenge rewards? Oh, hey. wishing relentless good health. You're wishing wealth and good fortune. I love that term, relentless good health. That would be nice, actually. I definitely could use all the help I can get in that department. As you can see, I'm setting up for a festival venue following plans made from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. What are you going to teach others to draw? Not quite. Instead of teaching others to draw, I'm going to draw for others. As the lantern rite grows bigger each year, more and more people come to join in. Many of them are tourists from faraway lands. Although the Ministry of Civil Affairs offers complimentary souvenir photos, that still doesn't quite embody the spirit of Liyue. That's why they sent me here, to create hand-drawn souvenirs for the visitors. I noticed that the legend of the White Horse Adeptus is pretty well known around Liyue Harbor, so I figured to make a great theme for a drawing. You know how the saying goes, vibrant as dragons, spirited as seeds, so really, what's more auspicious than a flying, galloping painting with a white horse? It's got the same bold, uplifting energy people associate with dragons and tigers. What do you think? Got any ideas for the drawing? Well, I have quite a lot. Oh, great. Just tell me your idea and I'll make it happen. Okay. During the challenge... Okay. Let's see how this works. We're probably only going to play one of these tonight. Oops, missed. Hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. Oh, I completely missed that timing on that one. We turned into a carp. This is something that happens in Shinyu Vale a lot, actually. We haven't gotten there yet. We have time for one more. not doing so well at this one, am I? Well, I retrieved enough points to gain all the rewards. That's the important part. Oh, except we don't have her yet. And what's the point of getting her outfit if we don't have her? Well, I guess we're going to be inviting Yao Yao. Mostly because I also want to get her outfit because it's the most adorable thing in the world. Isn't this just so cute? Alright, we'll invite Yao Yao.
Hello, I'm Yao Yao, a lowly disciple of the Adeptus Streetwear Rambler. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you encounter any difficulties outdoors, then let me help you. Oh, by the way, I brought some fried radish balls with me. Help yourself. Don't eat too many, though. Too much oily stuff is hard work for your body. If you're still hungry, I also brought a freshly washed radish and some vinegar. So I could make you a shredded radish salad if you want.
She apparently really likes radishes. Yeah, we're not gonna play the third one tonight. Alright. We are gonna call it there for the night. I hope everyone enjoyed our first Lantern Rite together. Don't forget, Wednesday night is Pal World. We're gonna have lots of fun there. Thursday night, we are doing Genshin Impact, and for the first portion of the day, we're actually going to be in my alternate account and drawing for Nivelette. So, if you want to see what should be a pretty awesome set of draws, because I have almost 14,000 Primogems plus 21 Entwined Fates, be here as early as possible, around 9:30 on Thursday. Until then, I will see all of you guys here at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday for Pal World. Come join me, it should be fun. Alright, toodles all. Have a great evening.